London niggas. Let's just get this out of the way for all my Americans, all my Yanks, you know what I mean? London is not sweet.
Hey, who's that? Take up.
The UK is not sweet. You think Birmingham, Alabama is fucked up? Just go and visit the original Birmingham in England. My accent pretty good though, right? I'm not trying to troll. But these guys started their own unique and very violent ass wave around the same time as Chicago. And some of the UK people came at me for wrongly saying that there was no drill in the UK in 2014. Alright, okay, I understand. Y'all boys are some of the originators too. When I say that they doing their own thing over there, from niggas having guns when I thought it was damn near impossible to get a gun in the UK. Not the way these boys making it.
There are, damn.
Look, it was a motherfucker out there killing people. Him and his homie went and hid in Africa, and the nigga had a body double pretending to be him in music videos. How did this nigga even get out the country? Or if you playing around too much out there, you can get chased down by the machete boys like you in Scream or just
Not
Florida, to be honest.
boys.
The UK is something else, all right? And we got to start with the biggest city and probably the only city that a lot of my Americans are familiar with, London, B. And the New York drillers. I know some of y'all don't like to admit this, but y'all should thank these British boys for y'all beats. You see, the UK is like the middle step in the fucked up process that led to Brooklyn and the Bronx drill. It's like the New York niggas heard the grimy ass Chicago beats of 2012 and rightfully put their own spin on it, but it didn't catch on at first. But then the boys across the pond said, "Oi mate, more drums, faster beats." And the New York niggas got to jumping and clapping their hands between their legs and spinning around and shit, and now we where we at today. Alright, now it's a common misconception that drill music is somehow banned in the UK. Of course that's not true, but the Metro Police in London, I don't know if any other city in the UK has actually done this, but they have removed anywhere from 100 to 300 music videos from YouTube.
America ain't did that. They is removing videos from YouTube, bro. That's crazy.
2020 to 2023. So they literally don't want you motherfuckers to blow up because y'all is kind of acting crazy. And the UK has been known recently for locking people up for posts they made on social media. And some of this is stuff that wouldn't even get a second look in the United States for the most part. And despite the size of London, which for reference is about the size of New York City, population wise, and they only have about half the number of police as New York, the murder rate is pretty low. That being said, the thing about y'all in London is, I never noticed how much London and New York were alike, but it takes a different type of man to just run up on a motherfucker with a big ass machete and try to get busy with you.
It take a different type of dude. That's why I be telling, like, listen, bro, I know Chicago crazy, but damn, can you imagine running from a machete? I'd rather run from some bullets. Yeah, at least I could dodge, jump. He gonna run out of bullets, bro. If motherfucker run after you with a machete, bro, he don't even gotta catch you. That motherfucker throw the machete here. You feel me?
I'm from Chicago, bro. Everybody ain't just gonna run up 5 deep on each side and start sword fighting. No, this some ancient super savagery y'all got going on. And I will say that where I'm from, some of the Hispanics will pop out on you with a little pocket slash.
Now the Hispanics will style you. They style you quick, my friend. I style you again. Just so you know I'm for real. They will. Listen.
But for the most part, this is not something the average YN on this side of the ocean would do. But yeah, I'm scared, bro. I ain't going to London without no off-duty Royal Marines as my security or something. I seen what y'all be doing to tourists. I even made a video about it back in the day, but it got deleted. Here, enjoy this deleted scene. Since most Americans believe the entire UK is just pomp and posh top hat wearing motherfuckers, until you actually explore London and get zapped with a stun gun and robbed like a group of American tourists who were visiting Chelsea last year that got their Rolex is stolen. And for a city in a European country, London is definitely the most dangerous big city in Western Europe. I'm not counting Eastern Europe. If you know, you know. If you don't know, Eastern it's a whole other level of YNs and ONs over there that honestly is too much for me to try to go over right now. What's wrong with y'all? I know it's cloudy and gray and shit all the time, but y'all need to put these big ass swords down. And let me talk to the African brothers over there for a second.
Y'all need to put these big ass swords down. I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
Come on, gang. You know that's not what your parents came to the UK for. Not for y'all to start gang banging. And it's not all of y'all. I know it's not even half of y'all. But being African American in the US, I know exactly what it's like to have 1% of us fuck it up for all of us. Yeah. When I went to college and got my ass out of Chicago and went to a small white college town, I cannot explain to you the seriousness that people would actually ask me if I had killed somebody before. Nah, like, bro, what you want me to say? When I said no, motherfuckers thought I was hiding something. And if I said yeah, what is that cool?
Right.
Hey, bro, it ain't cool to be around a killer nowhere. Where I'm from, once you got down like that, you is on a timer, bro. And in the UK, I see they only be giving you motherfuckers like 25 years. Like, dude that fled the country after catching bodies, rapping about it, then continuing to rap about it from Africa with a body double filling in for him in music videos.
That's crazy.
He got life, with a minimum of 24 years. Like, bro, doing something like this in the US, you would get no less than 55 years. Just look at TK. He did the race and that motherfucker only made it to New Jersey. Now, I know Suspect, that's dude's name. Hey, I know how it sound, but I bet none of y'all play with him. I know he gonna be like 50 when he's eligible to get out, bro, but TK is gonna be no less than 70. I'm not saying I agree with either of these guys throwing their life away. I do believe that some people can be rehabilitated. I mean, just look at the other country in Europe that actually does do this and let the convicted murderers go on job interviews and shit. I guess what I should say is that both of our justice systems are broken, and maybe that's why we drilling so hard. I mean, how y'all doing it in London? Okay, I know y'all been doing this since like 2011, 2012, and even before that, y'all had y'all own thing, and even before that, London had gangs since the 18 or even the 17. Shit, matter of fact, London has had...
Gangs ain't nothing new, bro. Gangs has been around since the beginning of time, even if they wasn't called gangs. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. A bunch of niggas coming to the U.S. with slaves and making them do what they want to do for free and killing them if they don't do it, that's a gang, bro. You see what I'm saying? But motherfucker just didn't call it a gang for whatever reason. But that's a gang. Gangs have been around forever in every country in the world, every place in the world. It's always been some sort of gang, some sort of violence, some sort of beef going on. You feel me? But I don't know what's going on nowadays, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I always wanted to go to London too. But it's like, damn, shit, it feel like I'm going to a foreign Chicago. What I want to go, at least Chicago, I know where to go, where not to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
had gangs since the 1200s, if you really want to go back that far. Bro, do you know where the word blackmail comes from? From motherfuckers in England robbing people coming across the border from Scotland.
Damn.
So we know y'all different. At least I do. And I know that I got to shed the light on y'all for some of my Americans, but I'm not trying to glorify this shit because, as I said, I'm scared of you motherfuckers. I'm not trying to sword fight with nobody. If you see me over there, I'm going to be with some Royal Marines.
If you see me over there, I'm going to be in a goddamn tech suit. For them grave. I ain't wearing no... One thing about it, and I go out of country, unless I'm in Dubai, I ain't wearing... Or maybe like some Italy and like, you know what I'm saying, Monaco, shit like that. But if I ain't over there, bro, I'm not even wearing no jewelry. I'm out there, Nike tech suit, plain white t-shirt. Shit. Fold them. And y'all better not invite me to none of these parties. I did a video on Baltimore the other day. Somebody talking about something. We got to bring you to the city. No, the fuck you don't.